Hey everybody, welcome back to Crazy's Chaotic Crafts. This is Ruthie. Welcome. If you're new here, I hope you stick around and join us for a while. If you're returning, you know how much I appreciate each and every one of you coming on and joining me and helping me out. Today I'm starting in the series of all the different designs, like the go-to designs, the different types of ways to scrapbook. I'm going to do one each and every time that I videotape. And I found a lot of different ones, and we'll get through each and every one. And then after that, after I'm done with that, then we'll start playing with each of these designs. But today's going to be just explaining everything. So the first one is the the vertical. And that this can be a lot of different ways. You can have a piece of pattern paper like this one here. And this looks like they just have a strip. And this also could be a solid, or it could be a different pattern. And then it looks like they have the picture layered here, but you also have smaller pictures. When you're looking at these designs, it's more just a guideline to how to lay things out. You don't always have to have every single element on here to use these designs. And I will leave down below a couple of the places that I found. You can buy sketches, but some of these I wanted to, you can actually get for free. So I will leave a couple of different sites up that I use. So this is one of them. Another way that this can be utilized is if you have different things. Instead of paper, you're lining different things up. Like in this one, they have tags. This could be strips of paper. This could be, basically just anything that you come up with just to add that vertical. It doesn't have to be just on this side. You could rotate it, put it over here. You could line these things up to where they're in the middle. So just play around with your design. See which way your picture looks better. Because in general, when you're doing a picture, and let me use this here, when you have a picture here, you don't want the face, if somebody has their head pointed a certain direction, you don't want their face pointed toward the side of the picture it's on. So these things are versatile. You can change them around. Here's another sketch that I found. And this is more lined up, a little off center, and they just have their pictures and stuff. So the horizontal part of it is this piece here that's lined up, and then just play around with your pictures. This one is done with photos and paper. Now this could be done over on this side, over here. It looks like they have theirs more in the middle. You can, like they have paper here. This could be just like two pictures, and I'll show you this. And let me just get over here and I'll show you real quick. This could be, if you have pictures and you're lining your pictures up here. Let me get you back in screen here. So say you line two pictures up here. It could be three pictures. And then you just start embellishing. Right now I just have some hearts. And then you embellish the top, and embellish maybe some things on the bottom. You can actually put like a strip in the center, or just leave it like this. You can put your title on here, maybe put some journaling or something added here or something. So this would be your vertical design here. And like I said, it could be easily in the center. It can be on the other side. These pictures could be off-centered a little bit. And then just add your embellishments and things around here. And add your title. Let me get you back in focus there. There we go. There we go. So there's just, a lot of different ways. But this is still the vertical design. So that's this one here. Let me move these things off so you guys can see a little better. Let me put a black piece of paper up here. There we go. Let me make it easier to see. All right, so you see this is how they're doing that. They have 2 3x4 photos, but it could very easily be just one big photo. You can have it off-centered here a little bit, you know, if that's something that you like and it does work better with your pictures. This is another one, kind of the same thing. They just have papers layered here, and then they have several different sizes of pictures added on here, and then they put their title. So, you know, if you have your photo, let's say you have a bigger photo, and then you have a couple of smaller photos, or maybe even a couple of big ones and a couple of small ones. And this is a way that you can get your designs on here, your pictures on here. Let's scoot this up a little bit. There we go. And then, you know, add some embellishments in here. You can have a strip of paper under here. You can put this, you know, either way. Add yourself a title, and you still have that horizontal design. So that's what this one is here. Let me clear this thing off again so everything's not kind of blurring around there. This one is just a small strip of paper that's down the center, you know, kind of a little off-centered, like this. And then they just have the photos. This is almost like if you were going to do a layered look as well, but it's more of a horizontal. So you have your, you know, picture paper there, and then you have your pictures, you know, kind of lined up off of that piece of paper. And then they have the journaling on this side. So again, the basic of it is just putting a strip down, no matter which way you wanted to put it, and then putting your pictures on, depending on how you want your pictures set up on here. You get a couple of pictures, colors that you can see. So you can just line it up. So the concept is basically the same. It's just that strip and what you're making that strip out of. This is another one. I really like this one because the possibilities are really endless on this one. You can use strips of paper. You can put in here your, if you have washi tape, your scraps, that kind of thing. And they have another strip here. You don't necessarily have to have that, but you can just add your pictures and your title and that kind of thing. So this one here, if you have a lot of scraps you want to use up, this is an excellent way to use up some of your scraps. This one here is using that as well, but it's using some embellishments as here as well. And you don't really have to have paper. I mean, strips of paper. You can make your own strips of paper. I'm gonna make sure this stuff is in line here for you. I just grabbed a bunch of different types of hearts and embellishments to kind of show you kind of what I was talking about here. So if you were doing this, and then add some, you know, add some smaller hearts in the middle, you know, and just layer all of your, this could be flowers, it could be hearts, it could be circles, you know, so it could be anything. So just add your strip this away, and then you could put your photos. And if you have a couple of different size photos or different, you know, how they oriented the photos, you can put them in here. You could put a couple of small pictures and a big picture, and then add your title somewhere. One of these could be journaling, and then put the rest of your embellishments on there. So that would definitely work as well. The other thing that you can do with shapes, cut files, whatever you have that you want to use, instead of lining them up like this, you could actually do something like this, and you're going to do your shapes or your hearts or your circles or whatever you're using, and then just make your strip out of just one certain thing. Add your pictures if you want to just do one big picture, and then your title. So that's a way you can, again, use a bunch of your scraps, get your punches out, and or if you don't have that, just get your scissors to start freehanding some hearts or circles or something, and do it that way. There was a couple of more that I wanted to show you. So let me just pick these up here. Let's see here. I have my notes over here I'm looking at. I was telling you could use patterned paper together. I didn't pull any patterned paper, but I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit about what I was talking about. You can add, if this was patterned paper, and then add a strip of washi tape or scraps or just a long like that. But of course this would fit all the way over, and then you'd have your pictures lined up. So that patterned paper can work for this as well. Just put those patterns up against each other. This one looks a little strange because the pictures are different sizes. Let's see. We'll just do these here. Hopefully you guys can still see that. You know, I could put it on white. The white background might show this a little better. You know, so if you have a piece of paper that you like and you can't seem to figure out what to do with it, how to line it up, you could definitely do use a strip, use solids, use a strip or something, and then just, again, there's a lot of different ways you can do your pictures. You can always line up, you know, like a couple of pictures like this. You can do, just line your pictures up on this side like this. And then this whole side you can use for just a, you know, if you have a long title you want to use, you can use this for just a long title, or maybe just a simple page. Or if you have smaller pictures that you want to use and you want to use a larger picture and some smaller pictures, then you can just, you know, add a bigger picture here. Kind of like this. And I'm not going to do a layout with these at first. I'm just going to kind of explain to you how some of the ways that I did come up with. I will leave down below in the description, I will leave some of the sites where you can find some of the sketches with. Play around, look at other people's layouts that you come up with, and just know there's so many different ways. Just because it says vertical, it doesn't mean that you can't, you know, flip this stuff around and now you have more of a horizontal. If you like the sketch, turn it around. If you want the sketch to be on the other side, just flip everything and put it on the other side. So there's no wrong way. There's no bad way of doing this design. It's just a simple, quick, easy design that looks absolutely beautiful, simple, or it can be complex depending on how you want your design to look. I will be back on here and we will do another type of layout. So I hope you guys will stick around, subscribe to the channel, hit like if you like this video. It does help me out a lot. And the other thing, guys, if you don't mind, leave a comment down below if you have any other ways that you can use this, or if you have the scrapbook page that you've done, leave it down below and share it with everybody so that we can see how you've done yours. I hope this helped, guys. I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.